The Cy-Hawk Trophy. On the one hand, it divides the state. On the other, it brings it together. And everyone across this great state, from RAGBRAI to the legendary water in Ames, know that winning this trophy can have you pedaling toward a high water mark. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start us off. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? The Cyclones offense will get first crack at it today. The Cyclones, who've been bedeviled over the years by close losses, pulled out one of their own the last time.
It's all about executing when it matters the most. The coaching staff loved the way their players were ready to go late in the game. So let's see how this one turns out, David.
Yeah, and they executed so well. Iowa obviously always the same, so physical, so tough, but the Cyclones found a way to make plays and win the football game.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking left. Makes the grab. It's Lee. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Lee. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Cyclones have this offense rolling. The give to the back. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Smashes through the tackle. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hawkeyes offense will take the field for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hand off from the shotgun. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. This rivalry is so important to the people of this state, and it dates back to 1894, guys.
Yeah, it goes back a long way. When you watch the product on the field every year, it's usually low scoring, but it's a lot of physical, tough people on the field.
Yeah, and, you know, people in Iowa, they just love football, and this is a rivalry game that really hits home for so many. Regardless of which side of the fence you're on, in this game, Iowa or Iowa State, it means so much.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Cyclones getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Might as well stick with him. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. It's complete on the right side. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Cyclones, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Cyclones! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes! Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Hawkeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to ride this running back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa, Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engaged, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Iowa State sending the offense back out. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Quickly complete. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. He'll keep it himself. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. They punted away on fourth down. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. From the gun, running back on the move. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Howard. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On the move, he fires. He's got it. Knocked out of bounds. 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Right down the boulevard. Now the lead is down to 11. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Duke answered the bell away from Durham today with an impressive victory. The Blue Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Black. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Cyclones can really attack on this second and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his big tight end. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. With the catch, it's Lee. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Looking to throw for it. A short throw to the sideline, but it is long enough for a 1st down. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the 1st half. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. It is perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air, it's Howard. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Lost one deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Iowa!
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. But where are they? Where is the defense? You've got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
To the ground. He's got it again. Wow, through the defense.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. The receiver on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
It's just not the type of game this guy envisioned. Being in the second half, being less than 50% completions, he has not found any success throwing it. A lot of that you got to give to the defense. They've been in the right place and they've made plays, but he's simply not had his best game today.
And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. The give to the back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Fakes the catch. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Firing to the right, complete.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. It's complete. At the 35, he's open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Cyclones will line it up on 1st and 10. Hand off from the gun. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Touchdown, Iowa State! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Cyclones keep gaining strength, and Iowa State stretches out its lead.
Man, gaining strength, gaining momentum, gaining belief, right? Like gaining belief that you can get this done. Such a big rivalry game with so much emotion.
Yeah, Iowa feels like they're in a natural disaster right now. They feel like they're in a cyclone. They don't know which way is up or down. They are lost.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Hawkeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. On the ground, it's Edwards. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass, it's Howard. He breaks a tackle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Edwards. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. He's got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They'll give it to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. And the Cyclones will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cyclones! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
The Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Here's a heat. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You've got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Grab near the marker is Alexander. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. A 1st down run in the red zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. After this, it'll be a wrap. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business.